Hey, welcome everyone. Oh, I don't need to be wearing this anymore. I was just recording the last couple videos I needed to record for e-learning this week, and we can't show tattoos, nor, shoulders, so I was covered up because I didn't feel like putting on a different shirt. Anywho, welcome. My name is Kelly, and I am an international music teacher. I am not a YouTuber, but one of the YouTube creators that I follow, the Chronicles of Teacher Tay, I'll put his link down below. Tay has encouraged me to do a couple different YouTube videos because I figure why not? So first off, you may be wondering what the heck is an international music teacher? I teach elementary music right now. I am teaching in Shanghai, China. Previous to this, I was in Kuwait, and previous to that, I was in Guyana. This is my 6th year teaching. So Taylor decided to start a teacher tag, and I decided I would join. This is now my 2nd video that I've done thanks to Taylor. The first one was an egg bites video, and they weren't horrible, but they weren't good. Anywho, so this teacher tag is all about why I became an educator. There is a whole teacher tag playlist that I will link to down below, as well as Taylor's specific YouTube channel, which I think I already said. Whatever. He has great videos. Go check him out. He posts every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern time, which is actually 11 p.m. my time. So I stay up late so I can watch the premieres sometimes. But we have 4 questions on my handy dandy leaf post-it because are you really a teacher if you don't like stationery? Come on. So let's begin. The first question that is asked are 5 things I love about being an educator. All right, so number 1, for me being an elementary teacher, every single day is completely different. I only see my students 1 time a week for 45 minutes. Now I have 20-ish classes. They just changed because I teach on our international division and our Japanese division. So I have grades kindergarten through 4th grade on the international side and 1st through 6th grade on the Japanese side. So it's completely different every day. Plus, kids are insane. They love and do crazy things. So it's completely different every single day, and I never know what to expect. The second thing I love about being an educator is I always get to keep learning. My students teach me things, my colleagues teach me things, people I meet on the internet, Taylor has taught me things. Yes, it's a requirement for me to continue learning in order to keep my teaching license. But also, when I was in school, our big thing was to be a lifelong learner, and that's something I really take to heart, and I love learning new things. Number 3, I love being able to see my students perform and get excited about what they're doing. As a music teacher, we have concerts twice a year at my current school. We have one just before our December holiday, and then one in the May-ish time for our spring concert, and watching the students get up on stage and be confident in what they've learned and showcasing it in front of people is so amazing to me. To see all of them standing up and being confident individuals it makes me very happy. The 4th thing I love about being an educator is that I'm able to collaborate with homeroom teachers on different things they are doing. So as a music teacher, I see a large range of students, but I don't see them very often. I love to be able to take things that they're working on in their classes and integrate it into mine, and then maybe help them with their other classes. There are many math and science songs that I've taught throughout my 6 years that have helped and then get stuck in the homeroom's teachers' heads, which I laugh at hysterically, because I'll get texts at 2, 3 a.m. They're like, this song is in my head. Why? It's fun. And the 5th thing I love about being an educator, in my current school here in Shanghai, we have after school clubs, and all of the teachers are required to offer something. And so it's a chance for us to be able to share with our students other things we enjoy. So for the past 2 years, I've only been doing music clubs, but I'm looking at branching out and sharing some of the other things that I really enjoy doing that have nothing to do with music. But I've also been a volleyball coach. So we're able to share things not just in the education side of things that we enjoy, but other things in our lives that we enjoy with our students, and we get to see them enjoy those same things. The next question on our teacher tag is, what is one thing you would say to a new teacher? To new teachers, I say communicate and ask questions. Get to know your colleagues, and because they have a wealth of knowledge if they've been there at that specific school or any specific school. They have so much knowledge and experience. As a new teacher, you come in not knowing anything except what was taught to you in your textbooks or something you might have picked up in student teaching. And so when you first get to your first year, your own classroom, you're all on your own, you feel like you've been dropped in the middle of the ocean. It's okay to ask questions and communicate. If you're feeling frustrated or confused, talk to a colleague. They want to see you succeed because they want to succeed and they want to see the students succeed. That's why a lot of us went into teaching, is to help our students become better people. How can we help them if we don't first help ourselves figure out what we're doing? So communicate, communicate, communicate. Our third item in our teacher tag is one thing you would say to a teacher feeling burnt out. Honestly, I really felt this at my last school, which is a bummer, but it happens. And that was in years 3 and 4 for me. So teacher burnout is real, and it comes on for many different reasons. But one thing I would say is it's okay to use your personal and sick days. That's why they're there. And it depends on your school. For me, if I don't use them, I lose them. I don't get to accumulate sick days or personal days. So it's okay to use those days. And don't give up. It gets easier the more you do it after you figured out routines. If you're switching schools every few years, like I have been, because of the nature of being an international teacher, it's a little bit harder because you get into a routine that second year and then you're like, oh, I'm at a new place. Dang it. Which is why I'm staying for another 2 years here. It's gotten much easier this year. The year after that, I expect it to be even better. So, if you're feeling burnt out, go ahead and take your personal day. Take some time off, regroup, do whatever you need to do to rejuvenate and feel a little bit better. And the last part of this teacher tag are 3 things I wish I knew from the start. First off, the start of my teaching career was a little bit different than most. I did not start at a traditional school. In fact, I was one of 3 teachers starting a music school in Guyana. One thing I wish I would have known was that it is okay to take those days off. That's why they're there. Never thought about it. Probably could have helped me from burning out in year 3. Because year 3 was really my first year in a traditional school. And it was rough. Second thing I wish I would have known was to really lean on your coworkers when you need it. I was really the only music teacher at my school. None of them really knew anything about it. But if I had issues, I kept it all bottled in and I didn't go looking to see if someone else had any suggestions for me. And I wish if I could go back and talk to previous me and be like, hey, yo, it's okay to let others know you're not okay. Go talk about it. They might have something for you. Maybe they're going through the same thing and they can give you suggestions as to what they've been doing. I wish I would have known before I ever graduated college that the problems you see in your school are an international thing. Students are students everywhere in the world. A student in Kuwait can have similar issues as a student in China, can have similar situations as students in America. It's an international phenomenon with some of these things. And so I wish I would have known that there is a huge community of teachers around the world who want to help each other. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can go on Facebook and find all of these groups. I'm a part of 7 or 8 different Facebook groups for different things. I have band directors group, I have music teacher, I have general music teacher, I have international teachers, I have teachers from my specific state. All of that is resources you can use. You do not have to reinvent the wheel for all this. If you're going through a situation, reach out to others and say, hey, this is my situation. Anyone gone through this? Anyone have suggestions for me? I wish I would have done that from the start, because when I first started, it was a whole new ball game. Now, when I first started teaching, I knew very few teachers who were starting a school. On the teaching side of things, okay, but everything else that came with it, but that experience has helped build me into the music teacher I am today, and I'm so very thankful for that. I love what I do. I love being able to travel the world and still do my job. Like I said, I just signed another 2-year contract, so I'm still in Shanghai for 2 more years. But after that, who knows where I'll go. Anyways, that's the end of this teacher tag video for me. Make sure you check out all the other videos in the playlist. Taylor's been updating it as he gets videos in. So I'll see you guys later with another video. Bye.